Greetings, greetings, greetings. Good evening, good day, good morning. Um, Hope I sound better. I think I sound a lot better than I did last night or earlier today. Yeah, I didn't realize I was getting better until I took a nap. Naps. Oh my goodness. One thing I learned about humidity. Kids don't really complain about humidity. They just the summer. I remember being a kid, and I don't remember complaining about it's humid. I would just say it's hot. So we would just know that it's hot, humid. Humid is hot, hot is humid, you know what I mean? Same thing. So once again, my summer times are different now because as a parent, you move differently. You kind of do, if you heard it's true, you do things for them that you normally wouldn't do for yourself, right? So like, I feel that if you have nothing to do, stay home, you know what I mean? Believe me, if it's humid and hot and you got a fan or a good AC, stay indoors. You know what I mean? Because there's really nothing out there. It's just you're not. There's this song from Drake right now. It's called "What Did I Miss." It's good title. I didn't really get into this song, but don't quote me on that. But I like poets, so poetry is a great thing. You know what I mean? Oh shit! Shout out to the Green V. What up, baby? Yeah, yeah. I jumped in the live. You already know. I told you I take that nap. Get that little nap in there, cause baby girl had to go to sleep. And the only way she was gonna go to sleep is if I go to sleep. But it was a little too early for me, but now I'm up wide. So yeah. It's a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? So as I moved around, I noticed that you know, I was in Brooklyn today and those of you that, hint that coming to New York, you want to take a trip through Brooklyn to essentially see the things that are known. Coney Island. You don't have to be in Coney Island. You just want to see it. So because seeing Coney Island, not that I was there today, I'm just saying, but that's like going to LA and somebody tells you to come look at the Hollywood, you know, the Hollywood squares things with everybody's names is and shit like that. Ain't really nothing happening. Cause you gotta remember the Coney Island's in the hood. That's number one. Okay, and the higher the numbers, the more ghetto it is. You understand? So if you're in Coney Island and you're in it's still ghetto even in the 20s. It's ghetto. But it's Coney Island, the experience, Get you a Nathan's hot dog or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Say that you got it from there. You're gonna spend about $25 for a hot dog, but oh well. Oh yeah. Food's very expensive, unnecessarily too. Food is unnecessarily though. Food is so expensive. It's to the point like, really? I got this spot. Shout out to the Green Bee. Remember this, right? It's called Ralph Icy's. And it's good for people that's whether you're a vegan, whether you're diabetic, you're good over there because there's a little treat for you, non-dairy, or whether it's just ice, water ice, shit like that. But they make some really good quality flavors. The problem is the place fell off. So what happened is the just 2 years ago, when you go to these icy places, never tell them to put a cover on your stuff because they give you less. So what was happening was you was going to these places and you tell them, I want a large icy. Give me like, coconut mixed with cookies and cream or some shit or whatever, right? And you tell them don't put a lid on there because their lids are flat lids. It ain't like the lids at Dunkin' Donuts or Baskin Robbins. So you got to do the research. Like everything that you eat, find out who gives the most. You understand? Do that. It's very important. Like, find out who gives the most. Like, the problem with these websites and these people now, everybody's just eating shit and looking nasty and getting free food. You need to find out if you're in the mood right now this month and you want chicken strips. You understand? You gotta go to Popeyes. They got the best deal. Even though Popeyes is fast food, they white chicken is official. Because them chicken strips a few months ago was just $13. You understand? So now there's a bargain. It's like you got to know where to go and how to get things. So if you're gonna go get ice cream, you got to find out. Don't you shouldn't pay for no ice cream or no icy in a cup more than $5. That's the golden rule. But if you go into Ralph Icy's, these niggas now, their large cups are medium. And ain't up any and you don't want a lid on this shit because when they put a lid on it, they fucking rob you. Before they used to top it off, no lid, and you couldn't put a lid on it because they couldn't squeeze it on there, and it was a large cup. So you was enjoying that shit all the way home. So I measured this, right? Ralph Icy's is about, from where I live, it's about a 15-minute drive. No exaggeration. That one cup would get me home, right? It's icy, so you don't have to have ice cream. You can mix it up with. They got like gourmet ices in there, right? But if Ralph Icy's was in Brooklyn or Manhattan in a certain area, it'd probably be $9 for that shit. You know what I mean? But that's cool if it's $9 and they're giving you a big, large cup. You know, so you got to be able to do the research on that. You understand? Very important. She said, "Is Harlem dangerous?" Harlem is not dangerous. I think what's dangerous in Harlem is just, for example, right? Summertime right now, at this time of morning, is dangerous because you got the element outside. So, Harlem people hang out late, very, very late. They hang out later than Brooklyn niggas. Brooklyn people be out, but only people that's out in Brooklyn is the fiends, the crackheads, the drug dealers, and you know the late bloomers. Like, but in Harlem, these niggas be out until 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, hanging in front of the building with lawn chairs. You understand? So what ends up happening in Harlem, niggas are getting an argument, and then one nigga come back and then shoot everybody, and then you'll hear 3 men shot in Harlem the next morning. And so Harlem technically ain't a dangerous neighborhood. You can walk your dog right now and be a fine bitch and walk through Harlem block to block and get away with getting, like, you could walk 10 blocks just to be cute and walk back 10 blocks and you'll be fine. You know what I mean? Now Brooklyn's a little different. You know, Brooklyn's a little different depending where you at. If you like in East New York or Brownsville or those type of areas, those are dangerous neighborhoods. Straight up. Like now you in Crip neighborhoods. These niggas is just real hard hoods, you know. Um, but the section in Harlem, which is Harlem is a section in Manhattan. You got Spanish Harlem, you got Black Harlem, and you got Washington Heights. None of that shit is necessarily dangerous, but it's just a few drunk niggas and stupid niggas that got their personal beef. So I would say Brooklyn would be more dangerous generally. In the hoods, not the outskirts, you know what I mean? But you have to be specific when y'all asking me these shits, because I'll tell you everything. You know what I mean? Shout to Valley. I just emailed you too, Valley. Okay. Shout to Chair Chaos Ray. Shout to Hombre Lobo. What up? So, yeah, that was a great question. She asked, how is Harlem? So Harlem is cool. Like Harlem is, you know what I mean? Right now it's 2:39 in the morning, and I'll guarantee you, you go up to Harlem, in front of one of them tenements, in front of one of them stores, there's a group of women and men, and they all hanging out with music, cars double parked right now. You know what I mean? Because I'm not saying that them niggas don't do drugs either, because them motherfuckers be up all night. Cokeheads, Harlem do a lot of coke. A lot of coke up there. So a lot of niggas be high, and people don't do coke, don't sleep. They be up all fucking night. You know, y'all know that. Y'all didn't know. Cokeheads don't go to bed. Them niggas will be up for 2, 3 days in a row. So people feeling good, they get highs. It's mid month, so niggas are starting to get a little broke. You know, but them niggas get up, they get that hit, be up. You know, and that trick ass nigga, he know how to keep that girl up. He got a little girl. You know, he got a young bitch out there. She fuck with him, and he keep her high. He keep on her toes for his convenience. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So I'm out moving around in Brooklyn today. I'm in Bed-Stuy to be exact. First I was in Flatbush, not East Flatbush, just Flatbush. And I had a real big disappointment. Now, y'all got to hear this. Shout out to Green V. Listen. So I go to my little juice spot, and I can't go to the juice spot without going inside. It was so ironic because my brother-in-law brought this little thing called a currant roll. This little Jamaican little like wheat roll. Really good. It got raisins and like it's got like this wheat taste. It's really delicious. It's kind of like a Danish, but with a quiet taste. Not really, you know what I mean? It's some healthy shit. So I was inspired to go pass by there. Somebody's pass by there and give me a little, you know, when I go in there, I probably get my beets and ginger and all that. Beets, carrots, and ginger. So I go in there, whatever, and I mean, I pull up and I see all these boards in front of the door, like this shit, like it had a fire. I've been going to this motherfucker for 13 years, man. I remember that specifically. 13 years I've been going to this establishment. I met a subscriber there. I told you about that. She pulled up on me and gave me a super chat in person. And I pulled up and the fucking place had a fire. There was a notice on the front said they had a fire. It's closed temporarily. I was so disappointed, man. I couldn't believe it. So let me look up and see if this shit hit the news. So I was very disappointed to see that. I was like, wow, you know, it should kind of put a little rain on my parade. So the weather was a little shifty. I didn't do Jersey today because I've been dealing with Jersey a lot. But the minute I got into Brooklyn, it reminded me why I remember I said I should make a U-turn. You know, one thing about me, if you're around me, always say, Nathaniel, what is your senses saying right now? Because I may not act on it. And my senses told me to make, I remember I jumped on a Brooklyn Queens Expressway. I just crossed the bridge. I said, I should make a U-turn and just go back and go to Jersey. But I didn't. I said, oh, you know what? Let me just cut through the streets. I know how to get through all this shit. I ain't got to go through this damn traffic. So I cut through the streets. And I'm not going to lie, man. You know, prior to me getting to my juice location, um, it was dead. It was a weird dead out there. You know, this is what happened to Brooklyn. Brooklyn became so gentrified that poor people don't even know what the fuck to do anymore. And the people that live in these gentrified communities, they just do corny shit, ride city bikes, go to side street saloons and outdoor sidewalk cafes. That like all that shit is just corny as yo, man. I don't know what it was, but it just didn't hit. And I tried my darndest today. I said, was it the weather? Was it this? Everything is about energy. You could feel when the energy ain't right. Now, if I was in Jersey, I would have went to the mall, and I know I would have been good guarantee because we're indoors, great climate control. You know what I'm saying? But when you driving, my wife don't know to get through like the way I do. I'm not using no GPSs, none of that. I'm just cutting through neighborhoods, and it's just like gentr people that gentrify are boring. Like bougie people, yo, bougie people are boring. They're just boring. It looks like they're having a good time, but they're not. You know. So after I got that news about my juice spot, I said, let me cut through Crown Heights. Somebody was having a block party over there, but it looked like a neighborhood block party. You don't want to pop up in no shit like that, and you ain't from the block. I'm not from the block. It's one thing, you know what I mean? Because there was this one spot on Washington Avenue. They closed down like 5 blocks, but it was that gentrified community. Like you could do that, but for what? Like what you gonna do? You gonna go out there and get a bagel for fucking $15? Like it's just they're annoying. Good looking women, all the above, classy people, but they're very boring because they're trying to make it look like Miami, or they're just trying to make it look like the community that it's really not. You know what I mean? We're talking about the Spike Lee neighborhoods, Foxy Brown, all these. It's just not it. So surprisingly, I happened to see my brother-in-law's where he been staying. So I got a brother-in-law that's going through a very, very bad mental breakdown. It's very sad. And I've seen where he's living, and I've seen his truck, and one of his trucks is rusting, getting rotted out on the street. You know, he's fucked up in the game. You know, sometimes you got to know people; they don't have to confirm. You could just see it, right? So, I beg your pardon. Oh, that's my girl right there. So, shout out to Gail. So that was a little discouraging seeing that nigga. I'm seeing his whip. I'm like, damn, this nigga fell off. It's sad when you grow up with a person, man, and he doing bad and he don't want to admit it. You know, as niggas get older, you can't go by what they're gonna admit. You gotta go by what you see. You know what people say? You can't believe everything you see? That's bullshit. When you see a nigga looking fucked up, he's fucked up. You gotta go by that. Cause that's all you got. He ain't gonna tell you anything else. You know what I mean? If a person doing good, you gonna know a nigga doing good. Yeah. So anyway, so I'm cutting through my neighborhoods, and you know, my daughter wants this, wants that. I stop at my little Asian spot. They serve some good food in there. It's called I forgot what it's called. But it's everybody that live in Brooklyn knows it's a very popular Chinese restaurant. And I go there. Now I treated myself. It's the weekend. I said, I need some bullshit. I just wanted some soft shell crabs. And I had a bad batch. Like the batch was mad stale. I should have took that shit back in the store. Once again, you know what I mean? I didn't react on my senses. And my daughter wanted some chicken strips. She, you know, she's simple. My wife didn't want nothing from the store, so we just went in there. But like I said, it was like, damn, Brooklyn feel like it just feel weird. Now, mind you, you as a visitor, it's gonna be different for you because you could always ask questions, and I'm gonna be excited just to tell you what it is, and you're learning as we're just driving through these neighborhoods and until we get bored and go to the next borough, you know, shit like that. Unless you go, you know, take a tour guide, which is even better than me, you know. So I was like, you know what? I think we should have went to Jersey today, right? Because me as a New Yorker, now you got neighborhoods like, okay, you know, I like my daughter to be in some of these hoods, but some of these hoods is dangerous. The Bronx is dangerous. Too many motherfucking goddamn. This is the only thing that's dangerous about Harlem in the Bronx. You know, you don't want to get caught in the crossfire of a gun shootout. The Bronx is the worst for that. And then Harlem is bad with that. I forgot to mention that. Sorry, Green Vegan. The Bronx is dangerous because of the flying bullets, and you don't want to get fucking killed. You know, I lost one of my homegirls, a dear friend, earlier this year. You know, she died. You know what I mean? And you know, the shot wasn't intended for her, and she got killed. The shit hit her in the head. So that's the part of summer where it's like, oh, we're gonna go home. You know what I mean? So all these signs, you just like, you know what? It's best to be where the families are at. Go where you see Latin families at. An abundance of families. Not where the niggas is at, not where the white people at. Watch where the Latin families, because you have a better chance. Because Latin people are very family orientated. They always out with their kids. So you kind of want to be in the areas because where they fuck with is somewhat affordable. Don't look at them gentrifiers because they all fucked up. All they gonna be doing is having their dogs eat at the table with them. Then when the dog shit, they pick it up and put it in their pocketbook and then go eat a veggie burger. You don't want to fuck with gentrifiers. They're fucking disgusting. They got money, but they're disgusting. They're just nasty motherfuckers. So I'm not into that. I'm saying thank you, Green V. So I was like, it was decent. My daughter was happy. She's holding my shoulder and we're driving. I drive my family around like, y'all would call it Uber style, but you call it whatever. But I like my daughter to watch everything and pay attention. So she's sucking that all in. You understand? I like that part. But then I'm like, you know what? I'm ready to go home. We are ready to go home. But I don't cut through the highways because you don't learn shit like that. You got to cut through the streets. That's how you learn neighborhoods. Always cut through all the blocks because that's good for the people in your car. They learn more. So we head back to Staten Island or whatever, and then I go to Ralph Icy's and I tell these niggas how much is a large cup. Some people don't like to ask. You gotta ask, cause see, I want to know what I'm paying for. I don't want it to bother me later. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And this motherfucker they gave me, it said, this is a large cup. The large cup looked like it was for my daughter. I said, how the fuck is this a large cup? And as big as my ass is, you're giving me a fucking medium cup with a lid on it. So what they do is they push. This is how they got a tub of icy in there, right? They're ripping the customer off now. So instead of giving the customer a real large cup experience, they stretch the ice cream by getting medium cups, calling it large, and now they put a lid on it, a flat lid, and they're giving less. So they're getting more money per tub of their shit now. Now, again, if it wasn't for my daughter wanting icy or ice cream, I wouldn't even have stopped there. You know what I mean? Because I don't like the feeling of feeling like getting ripped off. I don't give a fuck with it. I don't care if it's $5, $100. I don't like the feeling. You know what I mean? Thank you, Gail. So I'm chilling. I see my man. My man introduces me. He said, "This is his baby's mother." yo, how the fuck you as a man? My man pulled up on me, and he had his woman and his daughter. This nigga gonna introduce his kid's mother. Said, "This is my baby's mother. That's my daughter." I was so embarrassed for her, and I'm like, "Nigga, I ain't need to know she your baby's mother. You could just say her name. If her name is Phyllis, just say this is Phyllis. This is Nate." This nigga said, "This is my baby's mother." Oh my God. So, we doing the father talk. Listen, yeah, your daughter getting big. Yo, it's too yada yada. Listen, man, good seeing you. We out. So I was like, all right, time to go back to the crib. This fucking shit is a wash. But again, I'm all out for my daughter. That's the only reason. If it was left to me, I would have stayed today on the porch and did nothing. You know what I mean? Because the air was whack. I didn't like the air today at all. I did see one block party in Prospect Park, no, in Sunset Park, which is half gentrified and the other half is Puerto Rican. And once again, who you think had the block lit? Them Puerto Ricans. Okay, I almost got out the goddamn car. You understand? This nigga, yeah, I tell you, he said, "This is my baby's mother." That's what he said, those exact words. It's almost like he said it because he was embarrassed because she was looking a little chopped. That's what it was. Okay, she should have checked him right on the spot. What you mean my baby's mother, nigga? I got a name. Not that her name was Phyllis, but, you know, I guess he was trying to downplay her presence. I wasn't even paying that shit any attention. He ain't no bad looking nigga. You ever see a nigga that's a decent looking nigga, but he don't get bad chicks? He don't get dime pieces? He wanted them. Y'all would have probably fucked with the nigga, but you don't want him though. All this nigga do is get pussy online. He don't approach women on the street. He told me I do not approach women on the street. I get online and fuck fat bitches. That's his shit. And she ain't fat. You know what I mean? He likes BBWs. You know, that's his shit. But anyway, I'm headed home and you know, chilled out or whatever. There was this little situation that was brought to me. This time it was an email. And it was a combination of an email. Then ironically, I had this little thing that popped up on my algorithm. And I think it's time for me to explain this because I think I spoke about this before, and I think I made a very I don't think people got the right picture on what I was breaking down. But anyway, there was this one video. I can't find it now, but I guess it was a reel. And she was saying how she wants her sugar daddy something, and you know, um, it was so funny to me. I forgot exactly what she said, but I said, you know what it is? I think it's time for me to explain to my ladies that they gotta get off of this bullshit, man. I know y'all be listening to that ugly bitch. What's her name? H0ES, that clown. And she out here telling you how to get money from a nigga. I'm gonna give a disclaimer and I'm gonna give a big major apology. At the same time, please forgive me if I ever gave you any advice on how to get money from a man. Please forgive me. If you see that video, if you're a member or not, send that video to me so I could delete it. Okay? If you know a video that I did, a live stream, disregard it. Okay? It has to be, I'm speaking from this day on, July 2025. Anything prior to that, and I told you anything about a nigga paying your bills, he got to give you something towards something. You know what I mean? D- Listen, the reason why I'm telling you this, because I don't want to set you up for failure. Okay? You got to understand, sugar daddies are not for everybody. Sugar daddies are tricks. And you as a lady should not ever be in a position to call yourself a lady and think that you're a lady. You tell me you got a sugar daddy at the same time. Because you are no longer a lady once you label that. You do realize that, right? You do realize that a sugar daddy pays to play. A sugar daddy is no longer a fat, out of shape old nigga with a big stomach that's elderly. A sugar daddy could actually be a nigga that look like my man. He could be in good shape. You see, the thing is right now, woman got to understand that if I got to teach you how to get money from a nigga, and I didn't have this conversation with you at 10 years old, which I shouldn't have, but if I did, right, that ain't going to work for you. It's going to, it's not only going to be awkward, it's going to be me telling you how to get money from a man is the same way how I'm telling a man how to get a woman and how to approach her. You're going to get embarrassed with that. Because in most cases, you're going to try to get money from a nigga and it's not going to work. In most cases, you probably fucked the nigga already, so it's too late. You see, sugar daddies, they aim for a certain type of woman, a certain type of female, so to speak. Whether you're young, whether you're older, okay, it could be his best friend's fucking daughter, okay? Because now he buying her sneakers because the father can't afford it. All he want to do is pay her to eat her pussy, you know? And I'm not talking about no underage girl. She could be underage, but we're talking about very young. So the thing is this. If you as a woman and you are here at the B Mindset Charm School, from this day on, I could no longer condone or co-sign for you to go get a fucking sugar daddy. If you're a single mother and you fuck with me, I can no longer promote or tell you to go get a sugar daddy. Now, if you a single mother, single woman, and this is what you do, because you a street bitch or you a slut, you a hooker, you a prostitute, a dancer, Whatever you in a lifestyle. That's different. Now, can we and you connect? Absolutely. We could talk in the back. We could talk in the backstage. Ain't no run. That's different. But I can't school you on what you should know. That's your shit. Okay? But hear me promoting ladies and for women to stay away from that bum ass nigga. You can't be in a position to be asking the motherfucker, could you pay my cell phone bill? And you just suck this nigga's dick and let him bust a nut inside you for nearly a year. That's crazy. That's not even ladylike. It ain't even it ain't ladylike to be fucking a nigga that you ain't even help you out. But once again, you're not built for that. It's not in your DNA to know how to get money from a nigga. You got to be born with that shit. He don't have to be born to be a trick. You know, once he gets old, he's gonna start. He has no choice. But as a woman and a nigga, let's say you lived in Brooklyn in one of these hoods and shit or neighborhoods, right? And you're a nice looking woman. You got a guy that's willing to, be a sugar daddy, and you accept that, you a hoe. Period. Because a real lady would be like, no, thank you, you fucking creep. You know what I mean? She don't want to have nothing to do. You don't want to have nothing to do with that motherfucker. Tricks are shit. You don't even want that class of man in your ear. Now, again, if you're a lady and you're in the gym and you have a real man in your life, then you don't ever need a sugar daddy because a real man is all you need. But if you just a woman and you trying to get over on a nigga and you want a fucking nigga and hide behind your husband's back or boyfriend, that's all you. You don't need me to guide you to do that. You know what to do already. You understand? So you got to think of the fact of when Sheriff Sever's telling you how to get money from a man, you're not going to get it like that. It ain't going to work. Because a nigga's going to fucking play you. Once niggas see you ask them, you want to turn any man off, ask him for money. That's a fucking turn, especially black men because they cheat. Okay? But if you a woman, a lady with class, and you fuck with real niggas, you know what I mean? Them niggas going to do the right thing regardless. It's just certain shit they going to do. The minute you go in your pocket, he paid it already. You know what I mean? The minute you try to go get your gas card, he filled your tank up. You understand? But the sugar daddy, that's on a sugar daddy. You can't trust him because he'll fuck with a goddamn minor because he has to let his money do the talking. So you as a woman taking in a nigga like that, you gotta think on a level that, and I know some women may not want to admit it, but whether you a hoe, whether you a street bitch, that's your set there. That's fine. But pimps and hustlers, tricks and sugar daddies is all in the same fucking lifestyle. Them niggas is dirt. I know a trick, and every trick is a sugar daddy. That's all he is. He pays to play. Now, some of y'all be, well, what about a girl? If I ain't fucking a guy, am I still a hoe? Yeah, because you know what he want, and you know you don't want to give it to him. So now you a dirty hoe. Because now the nigga paying to play, he just waiting for you to give him an opportunity, and you don't intend on giving him shit, but you taking his money. Did you remember that scene in Baby Boy? No, in the Players Club. Remember that scene when old girl was the nigga, the nerdy weird black guy was giving her money. You know, old girl, what's her name? Lisa Ray. And one day she was going upstairs and this nigga was waiting for her downstairs. And she like, yo, what the fuck are you doing at my house? Oh my God. I want to listen. I, I was out with my daughter today. A fucking amazing day. Even though Brooklyn was whack to me today, but it was still amazing because if we didn't have to go nowhere, I would have went home and watched that movie just to see that. That's my favorite part of the fucking movie. Okay, that was a great movie because it felt real. There was no BBLs in there. Again, that was the golden era, so that's when strip clubs were really strip clubs. It wasn't overly expensive. You know what I mean? It was fun. The 90s, late 90s. Everything about me is time, right? So as I'm watching this shit, this Lisa Ray comes home. She comes home and he's like, damn it, whatever his name was. He said, yeah, I just want to make sure you got on safe. She starts trying to run and the motherfucker try to lock the door. And he like, I I give you a lot of money. Cause them niggas are creep motherfuckers. And now she's like, damn, yeah, but bitch, you a hoe too, cause you took it. You know this nigga's a creep. You know the type of business you in. You know you the lifestyle. Back then, all the girls that was stripping called each other hoes, especially in the South. We hoes. That's all we are. We hoes, bitch. We y'all try to. You can't deny that because that's the game. Like a trick daddy gonna know he a trick. He may call him a player, but he's still a trick. And you as a hoe gotta know that because that's your client. And you know what? He was right. That's why he was following her fuck home and stalking her. You understand? Shout out to Jamila. So hold on, let me pause. Valley said most of my providers just send me money. I prefer that verse, all talking and reasoning. But I'm in a business kinda, and yes, it's hard to tell regular women the game. You can't teach a regular woman the game. She's too old to learn that. That ain't her thing. Unless she's a slut. Unless she wants to turn tricks on niggas, yeah, you could teach her then. But if she's gonna have any standards not to fuck for money and deal with these type of niggas, it's not gonna work. She's gonna look awkward asking for money. And I don't want to set y'all up for failure. I did have these conversations before and I want to delete it. So just in case you'll say, well, Nate, you did say, I'm like, please forgive me, disregard it. Now, Valley clearly is in the game. Now, I'm not saying Valley's a hoe, and that's my girl. I ain't gonna disrespect her. I'm just saying that she's in the lifestyle, right? So she know that nobody respects a trick. Hoes don't respect tricks. A woman don't respect no trick. So the two y'all got the two things in common. Nobody respects a trick. If you're a lady, you ain't gonna respect no trick. Okay. You know, nigga come to you, well, you know, what do I gotta do to see your panties? And you a lady, you gonna beg, I beg your fucking pardon. The fuck I look like to you? What do I look like to you? A fucking prostitute? And the hoe is gonna be like, I nigga, like, don't come to me in front of church asking me what the fuck I need, nigga. Just text me and here's my cash app. You understand? She even got her standards, but nobody respects him. So when y'all out here, I need a sugar daddy to get some bills, then just sell some pussy. That's all. That's all you gotta do. Now I'm not condoning to do that, but if your mindset that you need a sugar daddy in your life, all you gotta do is sell some pussy. Because a sugar daddy just basically means you are gonna it's theft of services. You have no intention on giving this nigga pussy, but you want the nigga to pay your fucking rent. Because once you fucking your sugar daddy, he ain't no longer your sugar daddy. You do realize that, right? You know what I mean? He's your client. Once you fuck your sugar daddy, now he a trick. Okay? To him, that's you his girlfriend. Bitch, I'm gonna put you and your son in an apartment. Okay, all right. That's for his access. He ain't trying to do that shit for you to have your boyfriend or your kid's father in there. Do you understand? You can't do that. Said Valley a mermaid. Valley, I think you need to. I think you need to tell them what you are. She's just in a lifestyle. I want Valley. Valley, what would you call yourself? Valley says, I think the video of the NYC Hispanic girl you talked about, the game a bit. Okay. That the girl that I probably talked to the live stream about, that bitch was a bum, though. She was a pillhead. I had her here in the studio. That was a bad look anyway. She was so she was so disturbingly raw. They took one of the videos down. That's how bad her profanity was. Y'all don't remember that? I got one video up, but the other one. But if it's that same one, oh, you talk about the one that was in the back seat of the car, the Dominican girl. That's different. That video can stay up there because Dominicans use niggas anyway. See, niggas are so stupid. Dominicans are the most hungriest. Listen, Dominican women are the cream of the crop when it comes to using men. They don't do nothing without money. Nothing. They don't go on a fucking date without a nigga paying them. Because they don't respect men. Only men that Dominican women respect are their own. They do not respect no man. White men are going to use them. Black man, you know they're going to use that fucking damn gorilla because he hates himself. She says she's an entertainer. Okay, cool. I just want to, because I'm not here to disrespect you because you know you're one of my girls here. She says she's an entertainer. So Valley is an entertainer, right? Now, again, in the entertainment field, there's hoes, there's dancers, there's adult creators, adult entertainment. Whatever they label that they got to put on them is fine here in this conversation. Because I don't want women to feel as if you're only a hoe to do this. You know, but you do have to understand it takes a certain type of woman to even bear to fuck with a sugar daddy. Period. That's a whole different level of a chick. And I can't set you up for failure. You understand? Right. Like this is how you know you could deal with a sugar daddy. I have a couple of videos of this and I have to totally revamp it because I've seen something I see something so disturbing with a trick daddy that I know. And I have to say, man, these niggas are the worst. These trick daddies are worse than Johns. At least a John, he pays for pussy directly. Okay, he pays for sex. The fucking sugar daddy, this nigga just sometimes he don't even have to get the pussy. Just as long as she takes his money, he can say that's one of his bitches. These niggas' self-esteem is so bad that they don't even do what a John does. At least a John gets pussy. If a nigga is a John means he pays for sex. You can't go to jail for tricking. You can't go to jail for being a sugar daddy. Unless you dealing with an underage girl and you got some little racy text and you telling her to send her your panties because you want to put your face in the ass. Yeah, all that shit is bad. But to pay a woman's bills is not illegal. The problem is with a sugar daddies normally don't get no pussy. Even though they want it, you're not supposed to fuck a sugar daddy. You're supposed to fuck them over. A sugar daddy is the lowest piece of shit of all men. Because in most cases, he don't have a dick to even give you. And if he does, it ain't gonna go nowhere. You're gonna fuck her for 3 seconds, and he's gonna eat your pussy for a whole fucking hour. And he's gonna go tell brother Nate, man, I fucked her for 2 hours. And all he did was eat your pussy in your ass. And that's if he's lucky. Most sugar daddies don't get that. They're sugar daddies. You're not supposed to give them no ass. Exactly, Gail. They're weirdos. So you got to think on a level that if somebody's giving you game to let niggas pay your bills and let them take you to fancy restaurants, and that's not your thing, and it never will be. You best thing for you to do is just make more money and do that shit yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to a nigga trying to get no money because you ain't built for that. Dominican woman could come here to America, don't speak a lick of English, and be the baddest motherfucker, and a nigga will buy them a BBL. They don't pay for their own shit. Not up here, they don't. Anytime you see a poor Dominican in a DR with a BBL, that came from a sex trade. Tricks, Trick sponsored that shit. That's sponsored by Tricks. Okay? A sugar daddy will pay a woman to fucking marry her, knowing he ain't gonna marry her. Knowing that she's not gonna marry him. You understand? So please disregard any information. I will no longer be telling you how to get money from a man ever again. Okay? I tried that shit for years with homegirls and cousins in my circle, female cousins. None of it works. It just doesn't. Because if you in there niggas being cute, you're never gonna get any money from a nigga. That's number one. You can't even finance a sugar daddy because you know what I mean. You're in the guys that's cute. You're in the big dicks. You're in the guys that's tall and good looking. That is never gonna work. A woman that fucks with trick daddies, she don't give a fuck what he look like. He could be 80 years old in a wheelchair and decrepit. Okay, she doesn't care. So only a hoe has that mindset. A hoe could go in and do anything. A hoe could fuck a nigga that most women couldn't bear to think of fucking because she's doing it for the money. It ain't an opportunity. It's not a luxury. It's it's a trick. Then it's called a trick because he's paying for. Let's say, for example, the nigga paying to be an hour with you, right? He pays for prostitute to be with her for an hour. She's gonna fuck the nigga enough where he's gonna nut off in 30 seconds. So the name of the game is to trick him into believing he got her for an hour and she's gonna fuck the nigga for 30 seconds because she's gonna ride him so quick and tell him, Poppy, fuck the shit out of me, he gonna bust right off. Or he can't even he can't even fucking get up. So now she's like, can I eat you out? And now she's a prostitute. She's like, she don't want nobody's mouth just down there. But if he's gonna do it, give me another $300, $200. And now he eats it. She acts like she came in 2 seconds, and he thinks she's gonna fall in love with him. Oh, Gus, baby. Oh, it feels so good. Oh, I came. She didn't come. She just don't want his fucking corroded mouth down there anymore. It's all a game. I don't want to put y'all in that. That's a game that you're not going to be built for unless that's what you built for. Valley said most people looking for love. Maybe that's why it doesn't work. Well, men are looking for love. Okay, if a woman is dealing with a man and the nigga's a fucking bum and now she can't pay her rent, okay, she may have to go through drastic measures. Now again, um, if shit gets real at home and she got this bum and she don't want to lose her apartment, then she have to go through whole activity. I wouldn't suggest that. I just wouldn't. I think the problem is, as a woman, I will say this much: you shouldn't be fucking no broke nigga, whether he don't have it or he don't intend on giving it. Because if a nigga got money, he ain't trying to give it. That's still broke to me. Because that's how I'm gonna label. I'm gonna challenge him. You a broke ass nigga. I would never call a nigga cheap. You call him cheap, that means you know he got money. Call him broke. Call his fucking bluff. Because only broke niggas would have money in his pocket and don't want to look out for a woman, right? So that whole bag, she know how to do that. She know how to get that nigga going. Cause she ain't gonna fuck. Whether a nigga got it or not, she gonna get it. You see the difference? So you don't want to be her. You don't want to be her. Don't even try to be her. Don't even do it to yourself. You know what I mean? Because some of y'all gonna get embarrassed with that. Because now that this nigga paid your fucking damn Boost Mobile bill, it was $30, and now you fucking nigga, you fucking a nigga for $30. That's crazy. And there's women out here that would do that. There's women out here that will come to a nigga and be like, "Yo, if you could just give me like $30, because my kids ain't got no food," and the nigga gonna be like, "What's in it for me for $30 fucking?" You know what I mean? And there's some women out here that would their level of class would never allow them to ask nobody for no $30 for a nigga to say, "What's in it for me?" She would go to her brother, her uncle, her father, her friend, send me $30 or whatever, I'm a little short or whatever. You know what I mean? Real nigga gonna be like, "I ain't say less," that's it. Just stay away from that shit. You know what I mean? You young girls, y'all listening, nigga be like, "Oh, you want them Jordans? I could get them for you." Old niggas love young women because y'all are so easy to fucking trick. Like, $200 Jordans is nothing to a trick. There's nothing. Okay, but if you 15 years old and your boyfriend's 15, that's a fucking fortune to that broke ass little nigga. You know what I mean? When I was in school, 15-year-olds was selling crack. This era of 15-year-olds, y'all niggas is broke. You lucky if he got $2 in his fucking pocket, unless he stole money from his mother's pocketbook. You know what I mean? So the trick's gonna be like, "Bitch, I'll buy you 3 pairs of Jordans." That's how they supposed to do. Old niggas wear Jordans, so young girls will be like, "Oh, those are cute. I like those." "Oh yeah, you want me to buy you a pair?" "Yeah." What when you taking me shop? When can I take you shopping? Right. Now you 16 years old going with this 50-year-old fucking balding nigga. That's disgusting. That's a sugar daddy. You know, he has an intention to fuck you, but he's accepting. He's so desperate as a sugar daddy. He'll be cool if you don't give him no pussy, just as long as you stay around him. So you gotta watch that. H0ES trying to tell you how to be hoes. Don't do that. If you gotta ask niggas to pay your bills, then you're fucked. That's it. Plain and simple. Because that means you're the pretty niggas. Yeah, I can't change that. Nothing I could do about that. Nothing. There's a lot of niggas in the United States that will, you know what I mean? A lot of men out here, I will give them. They'll sponsor a woman now. It's got to be put right on front. But again, you gotta be a woman of that lifestyle. That just ain't you. I can't set your love any further than that. I'll just tell you, stay away from that nigga, man. Like, you know what I mean? Because a nigga ain't gonna go in that gentrified community and be trying to fucking buy none of them old white bitches. He ain't gonna be going them trying to be no trick daddy. He know he ain't gonna have no chance. Okay, so he had to look at a level of vulnerability to come to you with that. You understand? Valley said, "Are passport bros sugar daddies?" No, those are tricks. Those are tricks. Because they get pussy. Tricks get pussy. You know what I mean? The sugar daddies and tricks they're pretty much the same, right? But a trick, the difference is because it's like, you know, they're still in the same profession, right? But the only difference with sugar daddies, they cool with getting no action. They cool with being a side nigga and paying the woman while she lives with her boyfriend. Okay. The trick, when he pays for it, that means he got it. If he put the money out, the pussy comes right in return immediately. Or some cases he paid the pussy, he already had the sex and now he just gotta pay her. You understand? That's a trick. A trick pays for sex. So passport bros are tricks. That's all they are. And passport bros don't trick in the United States because, you know what I mean? They don't know where the fuck to go. That's the only reason why they don't trick over here. They don't know where to go. They don't want to get arrested and have that fucking embarrassment and lose their job. Because it's illegal out here. Okay? And he ain't gonna go to the motherfucking goddamn bunny ranch and pay them hoes no fucking $7.50 an hour. He's not doing that. So he'll take his dirty ass down there, okay, and fuck them prostitutes. Now they're more money now. They used to be $20, $30 when I was going out there. Now they're fucking $100. So he don't have no problem with that. $100 is a bargain. Cause he can't fuck no Latin bitch here for no $100. Nowhere in the United States unless she's a fucking damn crackhead. He gotta go to Skid Row and fuck one of them whores. She got AIDS and all types of shit. You know, herpes on her lips. Shit, he'll go. You know, that's that you can fuck her for $100. Or what about like Latin women? You know, are they expensive? They're not expensive. It's just that you don't know where to go. Latin women are expensive if you're a sugar daddy now. They don't play that shit here in the U.S. Are you fucking kidding me? Because see, Latin women, you're going to take care of their fucking family. They don't play that. You're going to take care of my kids, my fucking mother, father. I don't care if their parents died. You're going to take care of their mother and father. The most expensive prostitute is a black woman. She won a lot. Because she's unrealistic. You know, some of these prostitutes, these black women be wanting $1,000 to fuck these niggas. The Latin bitches like, shit, I fucked the nigga for $200. She gonna look better, fuck better, you know what I mean? She gonna give a better performance, better show. Don't let her be Puerto Rican. Forget it's over. She may even lick the nigga's ass for another $10 fucking dollars. You know what I mean? Except they'll wife her too. Yeah, they'll wife her. You fucking kidding me? Them Latin bitches be pretty. You see all that nut going in her fucking mouth? They're like, bitch, this gonna be my fucking wife. I'm in love with her. Don't she pretty? You see that nut going in her mouth? It's over. That black shithole will fucking marry that. He don't give a fuck how kids. He don't give a fuck single mother, single woman. He don't give a fuck what it is. Asian ladies' pussies just whack though. Oh my god, they're so fucking terrible. They just look stupid fucking. Unless she's Americanized, Asians are terrible in bed, man. Terrible. Terrible. They're annoying when they moan. They're just weird. Can't take no dick. They fake. All they do, they make the noise so you could come quicker. Terrible, terrible. I went into one of the little parlors, those little massage parlors, and you know they jerk you off and shit. You know, they jerk you off, but it's those $60. They give you a nice little back rub, and then they put that oil on your dick and shit, and you shoot a nice little nut. It's cheap. You don't want to fuck them though. I had 2 Asian girlfriends in my life. Trust me, they can't handle no dick. They can't handle it. Dealing with them is like dealing with a big butt bitch from the back. Big butt woman cannot handle no dick from the back. So it's so discouraging. But the skinny bitch can handle dick forever. Ain't that some shit? That's why I don't like girls with big asses. I don't like it. Real big, gigantic butts. I don't like that. They can't handle cock. They just make a whole bunch of. They holler so you could. They just holler so you can nut quick. Oh God, yes. Oh God, you better shut the fuck up. I even put it in. The fuck is you talking about? Shout out to Valley. Nate, what about OnlyFans buyers? Are they sugar daddies? Ooh, that's a good question. Nah, those are internet tricks. Because you ain't getting no pussy. So they, you know what I mean? They just internet tricks. Like that ain't no different than a nigga beating off to porn every fucking day. He's an internet trick, but he paying for it because porn is for free. You know what I mean? So an internet trick, he's getting action. He just ain't getting no real pussy. He's there beating off. He pays the little thing, whatever, but He ain't a trick until he fucks her. But the internet trick, yeah. That's new. That's still new. That's some new shit. Yeah. Hold on. This is true. Colombian girl gave me the best head in my life. Nah, I don't believe that. I don't believe. Shout out to 15 Coles. Colombian girl where? In Colombia, that don't count in this conversation. Because Colombians don't suck the best dick. That's not true. Puerto Ricans do. Puerto Rican women suck the best dick of any Latin woman on the planet. Nobody fucking with them. Nobody. No one. No one. So you got to tell me, where did this happen? In Colombia? Tell me where it happened, 15 Coles. The best head from a Latin woman is going to be from Puerto Rican. USA, my brother. He said in Colombia, nah, that don't count in this conversation. We don't fuck with that. That's, you went to Colombia, you paid for that. I never went to no Colombia to fuck no bitch. And I fucked a few Colombians. And they dick sucking is not great. The bitches are mad pale, whack, fake tits. Nah, they whack. You come to the Bronx, nigga, fuck one of the Puerto Rican bitches, and you tell me right now, is it worth going to Colombia? That's whack, nah. I'm surprised you went out there. You went out there to get some pussy? Yeah, that's whack. You could have just get who sucks the dick the best, nigga? Just get a hood bitch. Get a bitch in the projects, nigga. She sucked the best dick. You got great head from. You had to go all the way to fucking Colombia to get your dick sucked 15 Coles. I'm surprised you said that, bro. Damn. That's like somebody popping up saying, yeah, the best head I had was in DR. I done had that in DR. Them bitches don't suck no dick good. Dominicans suck terrible dick. They're terrible, terrible. They're terrible in the bed. Terrible. Nobody listen, you gotta think about it like this, man. There's too many women that come in front of a Colombian woman. So your best head came from a Colombian prostitute in Colombia? That's pretty fucking embarrassing. I'm talking about here, my brother, right here in the United States. South Carolina, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, Florida, California. I want to hear who gave you the best head, pause, in the United States. Can't talk about Colombia, nigga. That's for losers. We don't do that here. I got one nigga right now, and my nigga Bug, he probably fucked about 1,000 bitches in his life. At least 1,000, because all he do is fucking whores and prostitutes, and in the United States, he's in a lifestyle, so he gets much pussy. And he said to him, there's no such thing who sucks the best dick. Because every woman that sucks dick. You feel me? He said my ex-sister from Newark, New Jersey gave me great head too. Oh, come on, 15 Coles. You already let the cat out the bag, bro. I'm a little disappointed because you got a blue wrench. My ex's sister from Newark. What was she? Black? Because there's a lot of Spanish bitches in motherfucking Newark. What was she? If she Mexican and she grew up with black people, that's just as good as Puerto Rican. If she Colombian and she came up with black girls, she gotta come up with black people. See, Puerto Ricans come up with niggas. That's why I use that. The more Puerto Ricans are niggas. So if they Latin people, they grew up with black people, they gonna suck the best dick on the planet. Because they're gonna mix that soul up. So when black women suck dick, they put a soul to that. I don't give a fuck if she corporate, hood, okay? Nobody suck dick better than a sister when it's soulfully. Now, white bitches are the nastiest bitch. They the leader of the pack. They the biggest cocksuckers in the world. But the best cocksuckers is different. White girls, they don't suck the best dick because they don't got no lips. He said, nah, she was slim, light skinned, 23. So how in the fuck did you forget that and you went to Colombia and said you got the best head in your life in Colombia? The light skinned bitch in Newark was enough. I don't care if she was 53. 23 ain't you ain't gonna get no good dick sucking for no 23-year-old. That's number one. Okay, nobody gonna suck. You gotta tell me 53, my brother. Maybe 63. Okay? They suck the best dick. The older the woman, the better the dick sucking. 23-year-olds do not suck no good dick at all. I never listen, when I was 23, whatever I had then was nothing compared to what I got to 20 years later. Believe me. Ain't no 23-year-old sucking no good dick on this planet. I don't give a fuck if she in the hood. You okay? You fuck her mother, you see a difference. Believe me, I'm a pro at this. You ain't gonna get no good dick sucked till you fuck that old bitch. I promise you that. They're filthy with it. They gonna spank the dick on their tongue and all that, and they looking at you. She just knows what to do. She's more experienced. You gotta remember, if a bitch is 50 years old, nigga, that's about 35 years experience. If a bitch is 23 years old, how many years experience is that? Like fucking 5? Maybe 10? That's a little disturbing. She's 23. She been sucking dick at 13, like, or 10 years old. Like, you know what I mean? You don't want to deal with that. She gotta have that experience. They gotta hit that age. Age, man. Age is key, man. You meet that woman, she's single, she's in her late 50s, perfect. Because when you put that dick in her, she gonna mean it. She gonna mean business. Oh God, yes. Fuck this shit out of me. Fuck it, come in my face, my ass. They want you to come everywhere. You just stuck it in. She's already telling you to, so let me swallow your dick, everything, your balls, your cum. You know what I mean? That 23, I don't know what the fuck she doing. Only thing you can do to that 23-year-old bitch is eat her pussy forever. That's it. They can ride you and shit, but she gonna go to sleep before me. That ain't no 23-year-old bitch putting me to sleep. I'll tell you that for sure. But that 53-year-old bitch, she knocking me the fuck out. I'm gonna fall asleep on the floor. God damn. I need to take a nap. What I like about older women, they don't tell. They go to sleep after they fuck the shit out of you. Yeah, all right, nigga. You good? Yeah, all right. So I'm gonna go to sleep now because you sleeping. You feel me? Because she's always ready. 23-year-old gonna be snoring and shit. You gotta call your boy. Yeah, look at this little 23-year-old. I fucked. You know, look at her. 50 Coast said the girl from Newark was brown skinned black girl. Oh, you talking about? So you saying the woman in Colombia was 23? Like, come on, bro. Colombians do not suck good dick. That's a lie. Okay. Okay. All the best dick suckers is in South America, nigga. They'll never forget that. You told me she was Brazilian, and you would have had a difference. Okay, because they like it, they take it in the ass. And any woman that takes it in the ass, she gonna suck some good dick. Automatically. But woman tell you she like getting fucked in the ass, her dick sucking game is crazy. And them South Americans, I don't know, something going on down there. They love anal sex. They love it. They like getting fucked in the ass. Okay? Colombians don't like that shit. Colombians are the new Dominicans. That's all. They fuck better than Dominicans. I'll give you that. You go to DR and buy some prostitutes and your other man's in Colombia, your man in Colombia gonna fall in love. Notice how the most famous P star is an older woman. I'm telling you. Look at Sarah J. And she's probably in her 50s. And she got black women. She's sitting around with black women like, God damn, how do you do it? They just fuck better. MILFs are just I love a MILF. Don't get it fucked up. Young women are nice too, man, but it's just different. You fuck that MILF versus that young chick is a complete different experience. Trust me. MILFs are nastier. The older the bitch, the nastier. Just period. Just they talk. The filth they talk. They like this shit. You could talk to that old bitch a little nasty, and then you nasty fucking bitch. You love that. You love my dick inside you. I love the way you fuck me. So they love it. The young bitch, she's learning. She's still in training. I don't like training no motherfucker. Just train me. Now you ain't gotta be a hoe to have no good pussy. Write that down. You ain't gotta be a hoe to have no good pussy now. Okay? I could give you a good thing about that. Well, then, how could you tell a woman to have some good pussy? I'll just tell you what not to do. That's all. Let the pussy do the fucking work. If you got good pussy, you ain't gotta, just let it do what it do. The rest will be determined. When them niggas' eyes in his fucking head, okay? And you still could go with 10 more rounds and he can't, that's some good pussy. All right? But when you fucking nearly everyone in sight for free, because you can't get no money, and nobody sticks around, that means your pussy's garbage. I'm telling you. Men probably like to be in charge, so they go for younger and scared of the older woman. Well, men go for younger women because they're scared of the older woman. That's why they go for her. Because men can't outfuck the old woman. You can't outfuck her. A woman biologically gets 10 nuts to our one nut. So what the fuck is a man gonna do when that older woman wanna go another round? He can't handle that. The older he get, the harder, you know what I mean? The older he get, the harder he fall. Now I'm not saying that the younger woman ain't a challenge either, but you know what I mean? In his headspace, it's easier to satisfy her than the old one because he's experienced. Okay, because if the dick don't work, he's gonna eat the pussy for hours until she fall in love. He gonna eat her pussy, ass, suck titties. He gonna find something. But see that older woman, she she don't. It's not. She don't want to hook you with it. She just want to do it. See, older women want to do certain shit. They just be like, I want to suck some dick. Young bitches don't be wanting to suck no old niggas dick. You know what I mean? She don't want to do that. I know he tells you, oh yeah, anyone. No, she don't want to do it. She don't look around and just be wanting to suck every old man's dick now. She probably want to suck that thug nigga's dick, that young nigga, but not niggas as old. Okay? That older woman, her experience is different, man. She's gotta get it. It's different. She gotta have it. Young woman, she's still in college, she's probably got her shit is going all over the place. But she don't need it as much as her. The older woman gonna need it because that 23-year-old when she's 43, it's a whole different level. And now she's more low key because she's older, so she can't be out there like that. You know what I mean? She gotta trust the nigga. Nigga can't open his fucking mouth. The one thing about older woman to shut the fuck up. She just don't want you talking. Just don't talk. Once she know that you private and personal, she'll find you more attractive. She don't give a fuck if you married or not. She don't care. Just shut up. Don't open your mouth, nigga. Shut up. Because she don't want the drama. See, the young bitch, she want to fuck up your house. I want to tell his wife, unless she a chicken and she older. But the young bitch, you know what I mean? She'll fuck up your house. That young bitch will knock on that fucking door. Now that old man will be eating her pussy. She like, oh, fuck it. I want to tell your wife. And if not, I'm going to tell my father, You know what I mean? Even though the father's not in her fucking life, she's still going to threaten it. But that older one's just going to be like, you know what I mean? This is between me and you. Don't tell anybody none of our fucking business. You be in the bed chilling with her, or sitting on the couch, y'all chilling, little steak dinner, little wine, put that dick out on the couch. God damn, it's crazy. She said, you got a condom? Yeah, right here. I'm telling you that old pussy boy. Let me tell you, I used to fuck with this broad, man, in Harlem on 124th Street. This fucking chick was so incredible, man. She used to put wine on my, excuse me, ladies, we talking late at night, so excuse my French. Excuse me. I don't want to gross the niggas out. But this motherfucker used to pour wine on my balls and dick, and she used to be licking the fucking wine. I tell you, old motherfuckers are incredible, man. My father said, man, you love some older woman, boy. She used to pour the wine bottle. I swear to goodness, she used to pour the fucking wine on my. I never. She used to mess her fucking couch up. She didn't even care. She had a burgundy couch. She didn't give a fuck about. She poured it. Poured the wine on my dick and balls, man. It was unfucking believable. What an experience. I'll never forget her. Just as I talking about it, I'm like, damn, wonder where she at. And she was from the UK, but she lived in Harlem. She was a fucking freak, man. And you would never believe it when you looked at her. She used to pour the wine and lick the wine off of me, man. I never seen nothing like that. Never. I'm like, you ain't worried about the couch getting wet. She ain't give a fuck about none of that. She ain't care about the mess. And the crazy part, the pussy wasn't the greatest. It was good. It wasn't the greatest because she did so much of foreplay. She used to turn into she bite my neck and suck. She was sucking my nipple. I thought I had titties. She used to suck my nipple. I used to be like, oh, you know a woman got you when you moaning because she's sucking your damn nipples. Then she go down there to the stomach, then the balls and dick, and I used to be like, God, look at that thing in her mouth. I couldn't believe it. Oh my goodness. I almost said her fucking name. God damn, I could say her name. Nobody gonna know. Nobody gonna know. Ain't like you're gonna be like, oh, he mentioned it. Cause I haven't seen her in ages. I never forget. I can still I know what the fuck. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pass by. You know what? I'm gonna go to Harlem this week. I'm gonna pass by to see if she fucking still live over there. I just wanted to make sure you was alive. God damn. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. When she used to pick up the phone, those are the good, oh, goddamn, I tell you, I had some amazing fucking days, man. This motherfucker had me moaning like a little bitch. I could never believe it. Oh, 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 yes. I remember I used to say yes. I've never had a woman suck on my nipples and felt like that. God damn. Shout out to Miss K. She used to be like, yo, it was an experience. We sit. She was a wine girl. Wine girls are the best. Okay? Wine girl. See, older women love wine. You don't want no alcoholic. You just want a wine bitch. No beer drinking bitch. Wine. Because wine is cheap and it's effective. Wine is a cheap and it's effective. I never forget red wine. I never forget that fucking red wine. And I used to go over there to Harlem, man. 125 used to park. She lived in a brownstone, but she lived on the first floor. And she always had a nice, cool little, you know what I mean? Vibe in the house. We talked for a little minute. She started kissing, and it was just a long process, but it was amazing. But once she got that dick in her mouth, it was like, oh, I can't believe it. I used to be holding my titties while she's sucking me. I'm like, oh my goodness. I used to hold my nipples like a little bitch. I couldn't fucking believe it. I said, this bitch got me turned the fuck out. I tell you, them older motherfuckers, and mind you, this is 20 plus years ago. She was in her 40s then, because she was older than me. Y'all niggas be like, these chicks is washed up. That is a lie. That is book. Are you kidding me? Ain't no 23-year-old doing all that. 23-year-old women are not doing all that shit. They not. They don't work. She worked. She gave me an experience. You know, it took about an hour to put the dick in her mouth. Then I had to look at her to make sure. I felt that I had to look at her. I'm like, oh shit. She got my dick in her mouth. I can't believe it. I couldn't believe it. She was making love to that shit like it was I never shout out to the homegirl, man. I never to this day I never experienced no shit like that. Okay? Now I didn't fuck me a damn UK white bitch. That shit is garbage. Lips all thin. all pale and shit. I don't know. I think some things just look better on film, but we gotta talk about the real life. But boy, oh boy, I tell you, that black woman, when she got some age on her, good God. Now, physically, I like me an old white bitch, I ain't gonna lie. I like that MILF look too, but you know what I'm saying? Unless she's really on some porno shit, her shit's gonna be weak too. Cause the only thing is with white girls, I can't deal with the smell, but that black woman, I can handle that shit. I like the way her sister smell. I never ate this woman out. Enough. All we did was kiss and suck tits. She had little saggy titties. It didn't even matter. The best. I can't say the best head ever. The best experience. She was pouring wine on my balls, man. I can't. The pouring. She would drink the mother. Listen. She would drink it. Drink the damn wine. She'll put it in a glass and then spit it out on my. She'll like. Oh God. Good God. I can't believe it, man. Can't fucking believe it. I'm about to drop the fucking microphone. She says it's an Hispanic lady on TikTok. She says all she does is yell at the camera all day and men love it. See, those are freaks. See, I ain't a freak like that. I'm just a passionate nigga. I like a woman to walk around in her drawers, underwear. I'm a weird nigga. I'm the type of nigga that like to see a woman sit on the toilet. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about shit. You know how you open the door and you taking a leak? Like I'm in the bathroom. You see the woman in the panties on the fucking damn on the fucking ankle. I like that shit. You know what I mean? Simple shit. I ain't no freak like a bitch be like, just yell at me and I come now. Freaky to me is you sucking my nipples like and getting into it like like you the fucking man sucking a woman. You know what I mean? I'm telling you. Older woman, man, they always been like that. Unfucking believable. You don't believe me? Some of you brothers, y'all fucked with a girl from the past that was younger. Fuck her 20 years later and see what happened. It's different. Well, her body's all that. Nigga, just knock it off with the body. I mean, knock it off. Stop hitting these girls up. If you gonna fuck a woman, fuck her from the damn. Stop hitting it from the back. You wanna do all them damn, back shots? Save that shit for a young woman. Give her the back fucking shot. You gotta fuck that older woman from the front. You gotta see her face, everything. You'll see. Watch all the nasty shit that come out of her face. All her corporate ass, all that shit comes out. I don't give a fuck if she's a teacher. All that shit goes out the window. Teachers are freaks. any woman that's older with a profession's a freak. I don't give a fuck if you look at her. This woman like they own her. Don't go by that. Once there's a profession, you understand? She got a confession because she got a profession. She's holding all that back. All that damn, Zoom meetings and all that shit. That shit builds up tension. That's why they tell you the freakier, the more professional woman, the nastier she is. And these whack niggas out here trying to be sugar daddies. Fuck a sugar daddy, nigga. Just get you an older woman. You old niggas gotta stop it. Stop chasing these young bros. It's a waste of fucking time. Trust me when I tell you. You know, it's more maintenance with that young chick because you're gonna try to keep up with her to look young. At least if you keep up with the older woman, your health get better. You say, nigga, what about screaming her name? You know what it is with me? I don't see that. This is what does it for me. As long as a motherfucker says, fuck me, I'm finished. That's it. That's all you gotta say. Fuck me or give me that dick. It's over. If I'm busting right off, it's over. That's it. You know what I mean? I'm simple. If I ain't that shit, you be like, fuck me. Yeah, give me that fucking. You start talking to you turn into the exorcist. That's it. Fuck me. Oh man. That's it. That's it. You can never scare an older woman. There's never enough for her. The young bitch gonna get scared. Oh my God, what are you doing to me? Older woman is very confident in that bedroom. Trust me. Very confident. Don't sleep. That fucking old geezer talk about, I want me a younger woman. Yeah, because he can't fucking handle nobody his age. He tells you, I don't want her. No, they can't handle her. Can't fucking handle her. Shout to Valley. I'm telling you. That's why when that's why when listen, the more women are being neglected the more older women are being neglected on the internet, the more the tension rises. Trust me. You kiss an older woman. Oh, listen, make love to a titty. Make out with her. Do foreplay with an older woman and see what I'm talking about. And they gonna last long. They go for your zipper. They go old school. They go for your fucking belt, everything. You know you got it going on when a woman going for your belt. You know what she want. These niggas right now, they don't even get the experience that with a young bitch because they go for her fucking belt all the time. God damn, let me eat your ass out. Let me eat it. You want to suck her butt. Next thing you know, she's crying. Oh, God, it feels so good. And y'all young women, if you listening, just tell him it feels good. Because as long as he does that, he think he got you fucked up. So the quicker you tell him, oh, God, baby, I love you, you got him. You know what I mean? Get it over with. I ain't saying, oh, listen, some of these old niggas, they can sling now. Some of these older niggas can sling some, you know what I mean? But a nigga that can sling young pussy, all he attracts is young pussy. And that's going to be evident. Don't go by what he says. You could go by you could go by when you out in the public with him. Believe me, them younger women will remind you. And that's very, very rare. Don't go by what he says. Go by what you see. Can't go by what them. Don't go by what the motherfucker tell you. Because he's gonna lie. Old men become pedophiles when they hit 50. When they hit 50, they want to fuck kids. That's just how they are. I'm telling you, man, never forget about her wine ass. God damn, can't believe that. What the fuck happened to her? Did she go back? I'm trying to think how we stopped talking. Damn, I remember her so well. I'm just really tripping out. Like, what the fuck happened? Time bring on changes. She's an old man of foolish. Yeah, they fucking foolish. Don't listen to them niggas. I don't like talking to old niggas. They fucking annoy the fuck out of me. Always talking about something. That's like barbershop talk. I remember years ago I used to think they were educated people in the barbershop. Now they're all dumb motherfuckers. These niggas come up with the worst fucking damn layouts. I'm like, huh? That's not true. Shout out to K Beauty. Yeah. Don't sleep on an older woman, boy. A lot of y'all niggas be like, yeah, I see my ex. She don't even look as good as she did. I'm like, well, nigga, what about you? Is your dick performing the same way it was when she was young? Why don't you go fuck her? Let her tell you that. That'd be a very embarrassing when she gonna be like, damn, this shit is garbage. You know, nigga, your older woman tell you your dick is garbage. It's garbage. That's bad. That's bad. That's embarrassing. Cause she knows it because she old. She like, well, she says it's gonna validate it. See, the young girl be like, oh, this shit wasn't all that. He don't care. He like, well, I fucked this. It don't matter what she said. I still got the pussy. Old bitch tell him that, he gonna be like, fuck you, bitch. That's why you fat. It hurts him more. It hurts him. I'm telling you. You make him feel older than he do. You know what I mean? My man tried to tell me I was fucking my girl for like 2 hours. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Fucking lying bitch. Niggas always want to lie to me. Fuck I look like to you, nigga. Cause I mean, like, let me tell this pussy again, nigga, I get all this. You ain't getting nothing, nigga. Fuck out of here. Shout out to 15 code. 15 code, thank you for being a good sport too. Appreciate you. That's why you're here. You know what I mean? Man, I tell you something because that's what he feels about himself. I'm telling you, don't listen to that motherfucker. Don't listen to him. Even when he talks to me, his stories ain't gonna match my old stories. These niggas' new stories cannot match nothing I do. Nothing. Because they don't know what the fuck they talking about. You know, I tell you, that wine will never forget her. Okay? No white wine, red wine. She didn't give a fuck about the mess. She didn't care. She was in her zone. It was crazy, but I was addicted to her. I used to always come up there for that special. I was a dirty motherfucker. Then I go back to my girl's house. God, I was a piece of shit. Oh man, please forgive me. God damn. Yeah, she didn't give a fuck about the map. I'm telling you, I swear to. But remember, it was dark in her house. She had a lot of nice, like, she just had an artsy look. Them artsy. She was an artsy fartsy chick. She was one of them artsy. She was one of them girls like from the Cosby Show, like a Lisa Bonet bitch. She was one of those. You know, artsy fartsy like that. You know what I mean? Not like her, but just that type. Weird, a little weird. Educated. You know, you call her at work. She had a good position. These motherfuckers be vice presidents, working for the vice president of the company. I'm telling you, women that got good jobs are the freakiest motherfuckers. High stressful jobs. They, oh my God, it's so nasty. It's so fucking disgusting. Yep. Because I used to call her job in the day. And be like, I forgot the name of the company. She asked me the name. It was, oh, hey, babe, hold on one second. Like, she had that little accent, that little UK accent. And she looked so innocent, but she was nasty as a motherfucker, man. I can't even call her nasty. She just was incredible. And the pussy was so wet, it felt big. Yeah, that shit was wet. Damn. And y'all niggas is out here dragging women now. What part of the game is that? Y'all niggas is dragging a woman. Drag the niggas. Drag that worthless fucking dick. If you a straight man, how do you drag a woman? That's crazy. I can see I can see the gay niggas dragging women. Fuck pussy, them bitches stink. And I can see them doing that. But you know, since the internet started, y'all niggas just drag women. That shit is crazy. You see, that's what I like about 15 Coles. Because you know why? 15 Coles, I like a man that has this a good sport. He ain't in his feelings. Now, listen, he ain't deny it. He said, shit, I went to Colombia to get that pussy. And listen, I ain't gonna deny his experience. If I had to go trick for pussy in another country, Colombia is the best place to go. They got the baddest bitches right now. No question about that. And they're very, very sexual out there. They give you your money's worth. You know what I mean? So he probably experienced that. And I'm not, he clearly ain't lying about it. But my whole thing is, listen, come to New York City or Jersey, nigga, or Boston or Connecticut, and just fuck a Puerto Rican. Fuck a Puerto Rican that grew up in the hood, nigga. Not a, even if she's from Puerto Rico, I don't care. As long as she's Puerto Rican, and you will see what I'm talking about. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen horny until you see a Puerto Rican. You haven't seen horny. And don't let her be old. Don't let her be 60. Oh, forget it. They like to be spanked. I got this goddamn woman in my neighborhood right now, boy. Boy, oh boy, I tell you, if I was a dirty fucking crummy bastard, I don't want none of the young bitches in my neighborhood. Yeah, I want that old one. God damn. She was like, I'm 60 years old. My oldest kid is 37. I said, this motherfucker is 60 years old and fine like wine. She got pretty feet, big hips. She's the one that told me, y'all. She's nice. She's a nice person, though. She said she don't want to lose. She doesn't like to lose. She wants to lose weight, not inches. That's what she's telling me. I just had this conversation with her days ago. Nice looking joint. She always wear her little flats. She walking that cute little puppy. See, women that walk dogs, they slick. She could pass by the crib. She see me and my wife and my daughter. I'm just like, oh shit, I can't fuck your ass. You too close to home. You know what I mean? But see, she's older. She'll keep her mouth shut. You know what I mean? If I was on the bullshit, she would keep the older one to keep her fucking mouth shut. You know what I mean? That young one, she'll fuck your whole family. I'm telling you, that bitch will climb through your fucking window. Tell your wife he ate my pussy. He bought me some Jordans. Nah, fuck that. Y'all can keep her. I want a motherfucker that got something to lose. You understand? Yeah, this Puerto Rican woman right now, I'm telling you right now, she's you ever look at somebody as fine and you could look at it and tell them, damn, I could imagine what you looked like 20 years ago. You know what I mean? That look. She got that look on her. So she said, I'm 60. She's telling me all this. She said, yeah, I don't want to lose my she said, I want to lose weight, not inches. So she's pointing to her hips. I said, good God. You know what that must look like 3 o'clock in the morning? She tell you the door's open. You remember back in the days, the door's open, just open the door. I got the door unlocked. You come in the room and that big old gigantic ass is on the bed. You be like, God damn, life is great. Life is great. Them Puerto Ricans, they asses be cold. You know the room be all, you know what I mean? They cold blooded, right? So black women, the skin is always warm, but them motherfucking Puerto Ricans, the room be if the room is cold with the AC, they ass is cold. Feel like a fresh new ass. You gotta spank them, but you gotta spank them older ones. You gotta spank them. They like to be spanked. They be like, oh yeah, I've been naughty. You been a naughty bitch, right? Yeah, I've been naughty. Oh, Poppy, yes, I've been naughty. Once you start talking that Poppy shit, forget it. And I'm not talking about Poppy with an accent, American Poppy. You know what I mean? She said, why is she coming on you talking about hips? I know. I swear to God. Listen. I pulled up, right? Because, she always speaks. That's the one I told you. It's like, oh, did you go to the beach? Because she said she don't like beaches. So she was like, I haven't been to the beach since 1986. I said, 1986? Well, goddamn. Like, when did you go out there? When you was 10? I'm making her feel good. She said, no, I'm 60. I said, yo, you 60? She said, yeah, I got 2 grown kids and grandkids. I said, wow. Now, she look good, though. You know what I mean? Like, that's why she talking that shit. So she want to look, I tell you, they freaks. So she said, she told me, and I quote, I don't want to lose weight. I want to lose weight, not inches. And she pointed to her fucking hips. That's what she did. So we talking bullshit. Now listen, my old days, I would have been like, yo, give me your number. We going to that fucking beach. You got to go out and have a drink. I can't do that. Can't fuck with it. You know what I mean? At all. You know what I'm saying? In an imaginary world, it'd be like, God damn. Lord have mercy. You know what that must look like with all that nudity? Thick. Good God. And they older. They don't come in there. You gotta have some hair down there for me. Fuck that. I don't want none of that bald shit. Don't give me no bald pussy. You wanna turn me off? How you gonna be 60 with a bald fucking pussy? That's disgusting. You better have some hair down there. I don't give a fuck if it's gray. I wanna see hair. Even if it's for a little bit. Okay. But this woman now, I can look at her. That's the woman when you go to her house, she gonna show you the young pictures. You be like, damn, I knew it. I knew it. Because if you look that good at 60, that means you've been looking good all your life. No. It's not a new beach. Right. Okay. Let me tell you what happened with the beach. So what happened was one day it was hot. And the best thing to talk about in the summer is the weather. It's the great thing to talk about. So I know the weather. I said the best place to be in this heat is the beach. He said, oh, I don't like the beach. I said, are you kidding me? There's a breeze when you go to the beach. She said, really? And that's what happened. So I seen her another day, and then she said, did you go to the beach? And I said, no, I didn't. Now, mind you, I'm playing with my daughter's little bouncy house and shit. She was across the street, so she came out. She said, did you go to the beach? I was this another Puerto Rican dude in my neighborhood. We was talking. I said, no, I didn't go. She said, nah, I just, but she's just cool. And then that's when she started talking about the inches when I seen her again. So I said, oh, man. She's a neighbor around the corner. She's around the corner. She walks the dog. They're dog walkers. She got a little cute little dog. She walks around. Oh, no, the day she was turning, no, that's what happened. She didn't come close to me that day because I guess the little dog shit. So she had that little green bag. New Yorkers, I don't know if y'all do the same thing, but they walk around with them little green bags with the dog shit in there. So she didn't want to come close. She got a little lady appeal to her. She seems classy, you know what I mean? But she told me she don't want to lose inches. And I told her, I said, no, you don't want to do that. I didn't get too crazy. I just kept it cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you, I had me a goddamn good time, boy. Did I? Shit. That's why I could be out the way I do. A lot of these women, they don't even know what they got. Some of these women be like, I'm like, what? Like, you home alone with all of that? Yeah, I walk around naked. I live by myself. I said, you can't even tell me that. I can't handle listening to that. So no, it's not a nude beach. It was a regular beach. I was just telling her, you know, um, that's where you go where it's hot. You either gonna. She said she just be home. You know what I'm saying? You know you're gonna come over there and be like, yo, come by and have a drink. She gonna have some wine. You know what I mean? She gonna cook some shit, whatever bullshit, and you just get it in. You know what I mean? You get on that couch and start going to fucking work. Start kissing her neck, biting her shoulders. That's it. The older woman, they love when you put that tongue on their neck. They be like, oh man, yes, Poppy, yes. Just keep heating up. And then when she grabbed that fucking belt buckle, that's it. See, a lot of you niggas, man, y'all niggas be trying to fill our ass and put your hands down there. Don't do all that. Get her hot first, nigga. You know what I mean? Get her hot, make out. Foreplay, nigga. Kiss, suck, kiss. You know, don't suck a pussy. Just suck the neck, kiss her. You know what I mean? Get her hot. You gotta get that. My father always said you gotta get that shit hot first. Can't just go in like that. You gotta get it hot. In my vision with that woman, like that's too much. Like, see, I don't want to fuck nobody in my neighborhood, and then I'm like, damn, I fucked up. Now she got something over me. Not that she would, but just mentally, I can't deal with it. That's why I would never fuck her. That's why I could talk about it. I wouldn't hit it though. No. I wouldn't even put myself in a position to hit that. In other words, I'll give you an example. If she said, could you come by there and help me fix something? And I go over there, and next thing you know, she come out the bathroom naked, I'm gonna hit it. So I won't even go over there to put myself in a position like that. See, I'm that type of nigga. You know what I mean? Because I'm not walking out of you naked. I'm not doing that. Ain't no fucking way I could do that. But I'm not gonna put myself in a position. You feel me? She could talk all that shit on the street. Okay? She could even flash the pussy on the street, but I still, oh god damn, that look good. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna be in your house and you be like, Nate, you want some of this? And I'm like, oh my goodness, hold on, shit. You know what I'm saying? Now you bust that nut, you be like, ah man, I'm a piece of shit. Oh my God. Now I gotta face my daughter. Oh my God, I'm terrible. You know what I'm saying? Now you in a car with your wife. Every time you see, like, oh, I'm a real piece of shit. Oh well, I'll be over there tonight. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that guy. Yeah. You give me a preview on some like, she if she had squeezed her ass, I would have been like, damn, that shit look nice. You know what I mean? But I'm like, I ain't going to her house. That's all. I'm that nigga. Now, if this motherfucker had lived in fucking goddamn Connecticut or something, that's a different story. But fuck that. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's late night. We adults, you understand? But that's what it is. You got to get that woman hot, man. Hey, you got to heat that pan. My father always said, let the pan get hot. The number one thing to cook in Junior, you got to let that pan get hot. And that's the same thing you said with the way. You got to get her hot. Once you get her hot, that's it. You niggas just want to go and finger her and pussy be all dry, hurting her, fucking her. The damn nails cutting her shit up. Now you can't do that. Now she like, damn nigga, chill out. Now she gotta go put some shit down there to get it wet. Cause you trying to get her too wet. Let her get horny. She start feeling your pants and grabbing your damn, not your dick, she grabbing the pants. And then let her take that belt buckle off. I love when they take that off. Let her take it off. Let her take the pants off, the drawers down. It's a beautiful experience. The wine girl, that's what she used to fuck my drawers up. She used to pour all that wine all on my clothes. I ain't give a fuck about it. I used to go home. I used to be a mess, but goddamn, just get in that bathtub. See, I'm a bathtub nigga, so the woman never picked up on it. I go straight to that fucking bathroom and take a shower. Fuck that. Go straight to that goddamn bathroom. pussy is amazing, man. That's how come niggas ain't doing it. See, when men ain't fucking, he's frustrated. Road rage, doing dumb shit, fighting with niggas in the store, cursing people out, riding around with Trump flags and shit. That's niggas that ain't getting no ass. They frustrated. I'm down in South Carolina. There's a lot more white liver, white milfs down here. Yes, he ain't lying about that. That you ain't lying about. You in South Carolina, oh my God. The further the south, the nastier the white woman. Them damn milfs are filthy. They're scary filthy, though. Because they're the only one that can tell me, give me that black dick, and it means something. Now, if you white and you telling me, give me that black dick, yeah, I'm going to bust right off. But as a black woman, all you got to say is, fuck me, fuck me. That's it. You say those 2 fucking words, I'm going to hammer your ass. And I'm going to shoot off. Boy, Nita, you come quick? Will I come quick? You let a woman tell me, fuck me, and see what happens. You coming right? You ready to come yet? No, not yet. You ready? You ready? No, not yet. Fuck me, Nate. Boom. That's it. I'm done. I'm shooting right off. It's all over. You can laugh, grass, do whatever the fuck you want. I'm feeling great. You said the magic goddamn word. Yeah, I'm just a flirt now. That's it. I just flirt. I just gotta stay away from her though. You understand? She can't call me over there to say, do you know how to fix? I got this door from Amazon. I don't know how to put it on. I'm like, man, listen, I'm gonna let me give you one of my guys. Fuck that. I'm not going over there. Single woman. I don't care if she was married. Still dangerous. Well, I ain't fucking with no married bitch. Fuck that. It's too dangerous. Single, kids is older. She's always with that dog. And she works too. She comes from work. And she's smooth though. She act like, now that I know her, before I used to not know her, she act like she ain't see me. I used to watch her come off that bus. I said, this woman got some body on her, boy. This fucking older woman got a nice body on her. Nice and thick. Yeah, but she let me know about them hips. I said, okay, that's it. Yeah. So it's a beautiful thing, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to reminisce and just chill, man. But that's all you fellas need to do, man. Stop trying to be a trick daddy. Shit is corny, man. Just hang out with a woman, man. Get her hot, nigga. See what your skills were. You so fucking experienced. Try doing something with your tongue instead of sticking it down there. And a lot of older women don't like that. A lot of guys don't understand. A lot of older women don't really like nobody eating their pussy. Because at that age, they be like, all right, nigga, like I know what the fuck is going on now, this bitch. I done went through menopause, all types of shit. This nigga still, they kind of look at you in shock. Like, oh, God, okay. If that works for you. You know what I mean? Ain't too many women you gonna meet, but nigga gotta eat the pussy. That's some young girl shit. Gotta watch that shit. That pussy sucker's something else. You can tell the ones that's not getting laid. Oh yeah, any man is frustrated. These women need to have accountability. Yeah, he's frustrated. Because remember, he's older now. He ain't fucking the way he used to. The dick ain't getting as hard. He can't get a woman that's turned on. He wants what he can't have. He watching all that adult porn. That makes you, that fuck you up. Valley said, do you think older men should get advice from younger men? No. Older men supposed to give advice to younger men. Older men should know better. You understand? They supposed to know better. They know they know. A younger man can't give me no experience. I mean, no advice. And I'm an older nigga. A younger man can't give me no fucking. As a matter of fact, I'm to the point now. I don't even like giving advice to younger niggas myself no more. I did that recently. I told you about that. I gave this 15-year-old, 14-year-old little fucking loser some advice, and he messed around and started fucking tonguing out my man's 13-year-old daughter. I didn't like that. So I'm off the young boy thing. I don't like them niggas no more. I gotta start telling these younger niggas, you ain't ready for that, bro. You know what I mean? If a younger woman asks me a question about sex as a man, you know what I mean? First, I would say, listen, did you ever think about talking to your father, whatever? You're a little too young for that. I don't think you're ready, but you don't want her to go out there and get the advice from a younger nigga. So you would have to help her if she asks. But a younger boy, man, just go watch porn, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear nothing about your sex stories. You know what I mean? That's fucking gross. So to answer your question, no older man, if anything, not say I'm just not doing it, but he's supposed to be schooling that young fucking shit up. Access denied. Yeah, I don't want to do that no more. I made a bad move doing that. I regret that. I think I influenced this asshole to be a little pimp. And I don't know when niggas see me, I don't know what they see, but they always want to tell me about their pussy stories. I think for some reason men think they don't think they forget I'm a family man. So they always want to talk to me about something. I don't like that. You know what I mean? Whatever I'm giving off, there's something I'm giving off that's not good, and sometimes I get offended by that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. So when that 15-year-old, I didn't like the impression he got from me, so I fucked up. I can't take it back now. He already, first impressions, everything, right? Listen, man, people have their preferences, but don't mean that with a man has his preference, but don't mean he gonna get it. That's the difference. Yeah, a woman, she could get her preference. Oh yeah, she can get it. Shout out to Gil. Because the young guy said you have to do FaceTime, and the older guy says he never do FaceTime. Yeah, I don't like young niggas' logic. They too fucking stupid. I don't like young people like that. I'm not into that. They annoy me because everything with them is unk and auntie, and they just don't have respect for the older people. So I don't, you know, they broke. Everything with them is age and age. If you look, Kai Sanat, and he ain't even that young. But these guys, all they want to do is insult older niggas before them. I didn't grow up like that. We never insulted our elders. So let them do what they do. I know what they're gonna end up. You know what I mean? Because when they get old, they're going to kill their fucking self. So I'm not the guy like, yo, let's talk to the youth, man. Yo, you need to. I don't want to fucking inspire the fucking youth. Fuck them. If they get inspired because they happen to jump on this gravy train, fine. You know what I mean? But I ain't trying to fucking go out there and help them niggas. I tune them out. I don't fuck with young folks like that. It's not, you know what it is, Gail? It's not that they don't listen, because that's the thing too. They're just stupid. When I was younger, niggas were smarter, right? We had the dumb fuck in the class. He was the one in the back of the class, the dumb as fuck, and then he stopped going to school and drop out. But logically, as kids, we wanted to be adults. So we wanted to be more mature. But now these niggas want to be adults but don't want to do adult shit. Like, like, what could a kid tell you? And you're like, yo, bro, like, don't prove shit to him. Just be like, how old are you? Oh, I'm 13. I'm like, come on, bro. The fuck out of here, nigga. You know what I mean? How dare you, nigga? You want you? Did your mother take you for Jordans this week? Did she take you shopping? Get the fuck out of here. What are we gonna talk about? At 13 years old, nigga, my mother wasn't even buying me sneakers. I was always working. She provided for me. I was a child. I don't get it fucked up, but I've been working since the age of 13, 14 years old. I don't care if I was doing a paper route, motherfucking sweeping motherfuckers' crib, porches, or, uh, you know, cleaning driveways and stairwells when we were doing, when it was snowing. I always worked. So the concept of these kids right now, I don't listen. Kids respect you more when you don't fuck with them. Trust me when I tell you. It's like guys that they want to attract younger women. Younger women are attracted to me more because I don't fuck with younger women. If I walk in a store and I'm with my daughter and there's 3, 4 female cashiers, what you think they talking about when I walk out of there? I'm being a man. I'm being a gentleman. I'm respectful, and I get that. And I skedaddle. They love that. They love the maturity because niggas they age is bums. They're not doing that. And if they doing it, they doing that shit for likes. I don't post my daughter and say, hey, this is what daddies need to do. I don't ever give no advice on nobody being no fucking father, especially no young piece of shit. I remember I was in this park and this woman, and this is going to be the problem when now that my daughter's going to school. The issue that I got is I don't want to talk to young fathers. You know, it's like you got kids my age and y'all niggas is 19 years old. I mean, come on. What the fuck are we going to talk about? All he want to do is criminal shit. Yo, somebody touch my daughter, I'll kill. I don't want to deal with that. I don't like young people because they just too fucking stupid. It's not that they don't listen. They're just too fucking dumb. I don't like dumb motherfuckers. This 30-year-old was asking a 20-year-old about dating advice. That's pathetic. I never would ask as a young person ever in my life. Never. I never did. A younger person can't school me on nothing in dating. Because my younger years, they would never be able to match up to my younger years. Okay? 15, 16, 17, I was a fucking 30-year-old woman. You know what I mean? They can't tell me shit. I had my first orgy at 16. They can't, you know what I mean? Young person, I'm way too ahead of them. My past is ahead of them. My past is ahead of their current time. What the fuck they gonna tell me? What they need to do is take note and watch me. They need to pay attention. That's what they need to do. I'm not gonna get into yo, you get your weight up, your niggas broke, you live with your nah, I'm not gonna do all that. I just won't fuck with them. And then they'll come in and hey, how you doing? Do you have you know what do? You have any work for me? Then that's different. When you come to me, I fuck with you. You know what I mean? But I'm not out here trying to get the younger crowd. I don't want to have no parts of the younger crowd. I go to a barbecue, I see a whole bunch of young motherfuckers, I leave. Yeah, so there was this guy at the park one time, and this woman, I think I told you about this. There was this woman in the park. Damn, time flies. I cannot believe it was just 3:58. It's 4 fucking 29. I gotta get out of here. But anyway. So there was this woman, right? And she came in the park. Her son's playing with my daughter, no big deal. Then the father comes in, some little young dirt bomb. I said, I don't want to be around this little motherfucker. He can see it. I don't want to talk to him. You know what I mean? I just have a dislike. I have a strong dislike for young motherfuckers. I do. Because they fuck everything up. You know? And she's a young mother, but she see her son playing with him or whatever, and you know what I mean? But he trying to play tough. I'm not gonna give this nigga the privilege to be around me, so I fucking left. I got out of there. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think you're on the West Coast, right, Gail? It's 126 where y'all at. Yeah, I don't fuck with him, man. That's all. But believe it or not, what I'm saying to you is on a psychological level, what does work, I do have a big impact on the kids in my community. Now, let me get this straight. It's not that I dislike kids. I don't try to target children. So the fact that I don't target them and I be on my adult shit, they get impressed more by that. See, the impression comes when you don't pay them no fucking mind. Because they know that you ain't trying to be what they are. You ain't trying to be their parents when their parents still want to be their age. You understand? If I see too many kids wearing the same shit, I won't wear it. You got the same hairstyle, I won't fucking wear it. Summertime, I got my hair rolled up like a sheik. You know why? Because young boys don't put their shit up in rubber bands like that. Yeah, when my hair's out, it's going to be long as a motherfucker, but you know what I mean? I don't want to look nothing like him. He wearing Jordans and shit, I wear New Balance. He wearing New Balance, I put whatever you see that young fucking shit all with, I don't want to have nothing to do. He ain't going to wear no Yeezys because Yeezys, you can't have one pair of Yeezys. You got to have fucking at least 5. So that I kill him with that. I got a whole bunch of those brand fucking new. So what happens is later they'd be like, yo, bro, I like your style. And then they have a liking to you because now you're on your adult shit. So the more you don't like the motherfuckers, the more they like you. You dig? But when you try to be one of the young boys, they don't respect you like that. I don't fuck with them. Yeah. They don't have enough experience. Yeah, I don't fuck with niggas like that. Like, I'm the type of nigga that I mean, I like exclusive shit. You know what I mean? So if I seen this woman right now talking to the whole fucking neighborhood, I would never talk to her again. But the fact that she don't talk to nobody, you know what I mean? She don't talk to nobody. I know she do. I'll be seeing her. She be by herself all the fucking time. So I know it's a little more authentic. But if I see her in everybody's face talking about her losing weight and not losing pounds and losing inches, I'll be like, oh, this bitch is a clown. You feel what I'm saying? So that goes for all ages. So when the young cats see me, they see my whip or whatever, they like, yo, can you take me for a ride in your car? You know, no, the boys ask that, like, yo, can I ride in there? Whatever, that's different. But you can't be no young girl asking me, can you take a ride in my car? You know what I mean? I don't like shit like that. But the old niggas like that. They like young girls to be like, yeah, you can take a ride. I wear now you gonna make his day now, but you know what I mean? Younger women won't ask me that. They gonna be afraid of me. They gonna see this the type. This is a man, man. He be with his wife and daughter. I'm not gonna come to him. He don't look like no fucking sugar daddy. No young woman's gonna come to me with sugar daddy energy. She won't give me that because she can see I ain't no fucking sucker. You feel me? I don't give that off. I give grown man look off, like old grown fucking man. That's the look. That's the they don't play no games. That's the look. Now when you pull up in that whip and they be like, God damn it, that's a fly motherfucker right there. You know what I mean? How that man's coming off the bus and you pulling up with the joint, jumping out the whip with your wife. And they love that. I got a neighbor right now. She got a nice little fucking little fat ass, a little black chick. I ain't gonna really call her man a bum because they raising a daughter together, beautiful little daughter. But young, YNs, young niggas, and they don't drive, you know what I mean. But he works. I think she works too, but you know what I mean. We don't speak, but you know what I'm saying. They know there ain't no fucking, they know that they ain't no damn bullshit going on there. You can't insult me and think I'm no drug dealer. That's an insult. So they see me putting in work, and that's just that. But they respect me. I ain't trying to fuck his broad, shit like that. You know what I mean? When you're dealing with young niggas, man, you gotta don't try to be a young nigga. They respect you more that way. Trust me. You gotta give that effect to a young person. If they think about doing a lick to that nigga, they gonna be like, yo, we gonna have to deal with that nigga a little different. Cause he ain't no ordinary older nigga. You feel me? You wanna give that impression. But when they see that he think he trying to be young, they don't respect you. Oh, you old motherfucker. That's what they gonna do. But you can't diss a nigga that when you like, nigga, I'm old, nigga. Like, you know, if the kids are man enough or bold enough to ask me questions like, a group of kids, hey, do you have any work? That's different. They could ask for $1. I'll give them a fucking dollar too. You know what I mean? But I don't aim for that. I'm not Jim Jones. I ain't trying to get the young boys a validation. You know? Yeah, that's just it. I mean, listen, it ain't no joke to be a married man. It ain't easy. You know what I mean? Especially when you're a ladies' man. So, but you ain't trying to jam your shit up either, motherfucker. Out there talking about all your business. I can't stand them fucking. I can't stand people that's private. That say they private. They ain't private. Private motherfuckers don't even talk about being private. So when you hear a nigga be like, yo, because I'm just private, I stay to myself. He just trying to fucking coach you into believing he private and he gonna fucking tell everybody about you. That you don't want that. You know what I mean? Like it's like, what about the girl with the wine? Well, shit, you don't know her. I'm not gonna give you an identification of her. I'm not gonna get on the internet and tell you, yeah, so and so's first and last name. This is a picture. You know what I mean? Nobody would ever know that. Only person that can remember what she looked like is me. But that's why I used to be afraid of fucking married women because I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about them. Oh my God, he knows. That's the worst call. He knows what? I told him everything. You stupid bitch. Why the fuck did you do that? Now I gotta move. Nigga's gonna kill me. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, she be like, that's why I stay tasting myself. Don't say nothing, man. You know the rules. Come on now, stop it. You know, just keep things to yourself and without saying you keep things to yourself. You know what I mean? That's just that. So that's why younger people like me, because I don't try to shoot for the younger people. You know, you could tell when a younger woman got a crush on you. You could tell little shit. You know, you come in the store, they silent. You know what I mean? You smelling good. They see your hair's fresh, sneakers is fresh, and you ain't fucking smiling and trying to engage in conversation. They love that. You know, but you old niggas would be like, how y'all doing? Somebody look like she could use some new sneakers today. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. She be like, I got this old trick ass nigga. I'm gonna use him. You know what I mean? Let her pay for all our dinner. Bitch ain't gonna have me pay for nobody's fucking dinner. Cash at me $100. What? I'm in the moving business. I can furnish your whole fucking house. Literally. I can furnish your whole goddamn house. And I don't even do that. I'd rather throw it in the fucking garbage. Bitch talking about, yeah, your man gave me a new couch. He gave me this because a customer didn't want it and that. You understand? I can furnish a woman's house if I choose to. You kidding me? I get it all for nothing. Everything. Okay? Everything. My customers are white people. They be like, well, I had the couch for 2 days. I don't fucking want it anymore. Okay? You don't want this recliner couch? It's working. Oh no, come take it. I got another one. You know what I'm saying? So if I was a trick nigga, I'd be a great trick nigga. I could furnish the bitch's house, pay some bills. It's just not my style. Ain't my thing. Now if that damn older bitch was telling my wife, yeah, me and your husband was fucking, she believe it. She like, well, you older, he like that. You older with a big ass, yeah, he probably like that. Yeah. But too close for comfort, you know what I mean? That's when that wouldn't happen. My mom said she'll never trust a person. Don't tell nobody I told you this. Yeah, never. Yeah, that's true. Somebody said, don't tell nobody I told you this. That's a fucking lie. You know what I mean? Says I got a lot of furniture from my ex who worked at the firm. I'm trying to tell you. I'm telling you. I can furnish your fucking crib really good too. I'm like, you home? Yeah. My guy's gonna bring it up there for free. We fucking, so you ain't gotta give him nothing. Think about that. And I put that shit in the dump. You understand? And that's it, man. Like, keep things perfect. That's the only thing that probably, my whole thing is I'm a thinker. I'm a Libra, so we think. And I'm just like, nah, leave that alone. Fuck that. And I tested myself for years, and they respect you more. I got a neighbor now. She knew me for years. She don't live out here no more, but she's, she lives on the other side of the borough. But every time she see me, how you? Because I show respect. You never know when you need a person. You guess what happened? This neighbor I was attracted to for many years. Beautiful woman, right? I remember I went in the hospital in 2010 or 11. No, I'm bugging. What am I talking about? 2020. What the fuck is I talking about? 2020. Yes, Libras keep balance. That's fact. Facts. Exactly. We keep our shit balanced. So my neighbors, what I'm talking bugging, she worked, okay, I had my appendix bursted, right? April of 2020, right in the middle of COVID. 400, 500 people was dying a day in Staten Island. I'll never forget that. I'm in a hospital. This is why you never know who you're going to see when you're at the bottom. Be careful. So one nigga was a nurse. I knew him. It's my man. He was my nurse taking the blood. When you're in the hospital, they got to take your blood every morning. Make sure you're good, whatever. Especially when you had your appendix burst out of surgery. So, boom. The girl bringing the food to me at the time was my neighbor. Now, she didn't recognize me because my beard was growing. I had glasses. I wear glasses, so I had glasses on. I'd have my contacts because I can't sleep on my contacts. So she was like, you looked familiar. I thought it was you. I wasn't sure. And she would always bring my breakfast and lunch. She didn't bring dinner. Or did she bring? Yeah, sometimes she would bring so she would bring the dinner before she left to go home. Because you know how they bring the breakfast real early, then they bring the lunch, and then they bring the dinner at like 4, 3 o'clock, some wild shit. She used to bring my food every day. And I remember seeing her, and I told her, I said, "Oh, you are, I got to give you a couple dollars." You know what I'm saying? She said, "No, don't do that. That's my job. I'm supposed to do that." And I come to think of it, I shouldn't even have told her I was going to give it to her. I should just put it in her fucking hand. And to this day, I never try to push up on her. I never gave her a creepy compliment, nothing. So that's why she respects me. Because she like, a nigga that'll come fuck with her gonna be like, who that nigga? That's my neighbor. That nigga ain't trying to fuck you? Nah, he never did. He never pushed up on me. Wow. He'll be impressed, because niggas gonna jump on my dick. Niggas always jump on my dick more than a bitch. Always. The niggas be on my dick more. You know what I mean? Because I got a lot of neighbors. So this one dude, his girl, she nice looking. And then the guy always speaks to me. Now, this is my other crib. So I got like 2 different sets of neighbors, right? So I think he's a hustler nigga, but he cool. The only reason why he speak to me, because he know I ain't never trying to push up on his bitch. His bitch one of them conceited bitches. So I kind of give her the same funkiness back. I don't like her. So when I see her, I be on something, I gotta fuck that bitch. But it's his girl. So he be like, yo, what up, big bro? So he be all happy when he see me in front of her. So, girls are funny. They'll be like, how you know him? Oh, no, that's bro. He cool. He'd be like, nah, he probably keep to himself. Then now she gonna want to fuck me. You know what I mean? Because after a while, she gonna be like, hey, well, you on his dick. You know what I mean? I'm the one with the pussy. You know what I mean? So it's different. I'm telling you, it's a game out here, man. Nate, a lot of women are naturally going to be attracted to you because you're tall and you have long hair. So watch out. And see, that's the thing, right? See, I'm so deep as a family man. My daughter's face is everywhere. She's always, I got 2 phones of faces on there, and she's always around me. I don't flirt with a woman when I'm with my daughter because my daughter picks it up. Not that I did, but she ain't an ordinary little girl. So I don't want her to getting older and seeing that, oh, daddy used to always flirt with all the ladies. I don't do that with her. Now, when I'm by myself, I flirt, but yeah. Then once they meet you, your strong personality may push them away and pull them in. Yeah, that's true. And you want to hear something, Valley? I don't want to shit where I sleep. I'm petrified of that. Because that was my father's golden rule. That's why I never fucked around. You feel me? I did in the past when I was younger, but now at this age, nah, I don't fuck around. 15 Cole said they love their married ones too. And that's true too. You know what I'm saying? So my therapy is being out with my family. I just love doing it. You know what I mean? I love seeing my daughter grow. I love seeing, you know what I mean? I love seeing kids interact. I like being out in the world and I'm seeing other families, you know what I mean? Single folks walking around. I just like people. So hey, the good Lord took me out of this earth right now. At least I could say, well, shit, I died having, seeing good people. But, I think I'm pretty simple on that. I'm a people watcher, you know what I mean? I do that shit for a sport. That's why I do what I do here, you know? So you gotta have fun, man. You gotta enjoy that shit. Valley said, in the right track, I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. I've been doing this shit for a long time, man. I see a lot of niggas get caught up in bad scandals. I'm like, nah, I can't fuck around. Fuck that. You know, I just can't do it. You know, it's hard. It's like, men need to be honest. I said, shit, fuck that honesty, man. I could be honest and still fuck around with you, and next thing you know, niggas could still fall in love. That's a mess. You know what I mean? I ain't been going on no trips, so ain't nowhere to slip. So shit is real, man. Shit is real out here, man. But I love y'all, man. Appreciate everybody. And Coles, man, I appreciate you, bro. I really do, man. I fuck with you, bro. And I thank you, and I appreciate you being at the mindset and being, and the fact that you're a good sport. It's hard for me to have niggas that don't fucking fold up. You didn't fold, bro, at all, not one bit. You held your ground, nigga. You was a man. I fuck with you. I respect that, and we appreciate you here, Valley, Gail. You know what I'm saying? Green Vegan. I love y'all, man, and I value y'all. I value y'all. I do. I cherish y'all. I cherish y'all. You know, I don't know what I'm doing here. Maybe it's something new, but I'm glad you enjoy it. We got stand-up comedians, we got hip hop, we got all these different genres of shit. I think shit is getting old and whack, but you know, maybe this is something new. You know what I mean? So sit back and enjoy it, man, because it's good. It's good shit. Fuck with y'all, man. So yeah, thank you, Gil. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And I'm glad I shared that. That red wine, boy, that fucking red wine, man. I'm gonna be thinking about that motherfucker all goddamn night. That fucking red wine. All that mess. She sucked it all up, man. Amazing. Amazing. I've never seen nothing like that. Very unique. Shout out to her, man. Hope she's still doing well too. Hope she's still doing well. I do know one thing I'm gonna share before I go. I think what happened with her was I think she came to one of my comedy shows back in the day, like we used to do comedy shows back in the early 2000s. I think we had a disagreement about something. Can't remember, so obviously I forgot, so I forgave it. But we had a disagreement about something, and I see a different side of her. And I think, you know what I mean, feelings got involved and shit just went left. That could happen too. You don't want that. I hate that part. When you lose somebody in your life where y'all like, you fucking lied to me, or you promised me this and I just can't do this no more. I hate that. Like, oh man, we're gonna ruin everything. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So it was, yeah, I love you, bro. Real shit, man. You know what I mean? I do. Cause you know what I mean? It's hard for me to have real niggas around, man. Nigga said, I said, yo, you must have got your dick sucked. Well, you got your dick sucked in with a Colombia. In Colombia. That nigga ain't even home back with that shit. Yo, my nigga ain't even home back. That nigga said, yeah, I got that shit done in Colombia, homie. I said, I respect that. I respect that. He ain't get his titties, his fucking panties in a bunch, none of that shit. That's real nigga shit. We should be able to talk like that because one of my main niggas is out there he go to Colombia every month. So I respect that. I respect that you was a good sport. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I think that's what happened with her, and we just grew apart. Maybe she went back to I think she went back to the UK. But good Lord, I tell you, unfucking believable, unbelievable. I ain't gonna sit there and lie and say it was the best pussy I had. I done had a lot of best pussies. All right, so I can't get into that. But you want some good pussy, you gotta don't hit it from the back. Stop fucking women from the back. You gotta hit it from the front, man. You hit it from the back and you fucking bust a nut in 2 seconds, you're gonna be pissed off. Cause women like to throw the ass back. Let her fuck. You know what I mean? Tell her you do it. I ain't gonna hit it. You throw it back to me. You can last longer that way, fellas. You can last longer. Let her throw it back. Don't hit it back. Let her throw it. But you hit it from the front, it's more passion. You could kiss her, suck a titty, look at her face, be cocky. You know what I'm saying? If you got to shoot off in 2-3 minutes, it won't be as bad if you had that fucking foreplay for hours. Believe me. Let's go. Y'all all sweaty now. She's like, oh my God, give me some water. Oh my God, it was so fucking, oh God. Oh, I need some air. Turn the air conditioner on. You're going to feel good about your fucking self, but she ain't going to tell you to turn that fucking air conditioner on when you nutted, hitting it from the back, nigga. You didn't pump it 3 times, nigga. Okay? So, y'all have a good night, man. I love y'all. Peace.